Hi, welcome to my channel, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And this is just going to be a collective reading. I'm just going to see what Spirit wants to talk about and then go from there. So let's see. Okay, so we have fixed placements here, as well as third house, early learning, childhood relations, the radical mind, and communication, as well as Capricorn energy. So you could have Capricorn placements. You could also have Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Sorry. I feel like this is talking about your ambitions, what you're passionate about. Maybe something shift with your mindset, pertaining to maybe things you were holding on, because I'm seeing a hand here. And then Capricorn energy is about possession at times. And tarot is the devil card. This there could be something you was holding on that was affecting your stability, and maybe you was persistent about it. You could have been stubborn, and you had to go through a mindset change for you to change the way you thought, because there's mountains in right here with the third house. So there could have been, like, I don't know if you guys ever read that book Peaks and Valleys. Actually, I'm gonna look that up really quickly because I just heard that. So it's by Spencer Johnson, the book Peaks and Valleys. It's a book talking about how to stay calm and claim success, even in challenging situations. So this could have been like a situation that you went through, and there was like a lot of peaks and valleys that you had to get through. And I feel like maybe at the end of, or as you're going through the peaks and valleys, you're understanding that you need to stay calm in order for situations to change. Because in order for things to change, it starts from within as well. Within at first, like it starts from within and then it comes outside of you. You get one more. Oh, okay, I guess two more. So we have the Sun, self-expression, and Sagittarius energy. So I did mention that it did feel like there was fire energy involved. So you could also have Sagittarius placements. That could be in your sun sign, Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn sun, or any of the other placements I mentioned, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Oh, look, Leo on the bottom of the deck. It seems like all of the fire signs are here except Aries. Yeah, but I feel like maybe you're looking at something differently. You're seeing things from like a different perspective. Maybe changing up the way how you handle things. You may be, seeing this video and feel like, okay, I got to stay calm in order for me to get through this. Because sometimes when you bring chaos to a situation, it only brings more chaos. Sometimes people want you to step out of character so you miss things. But when you stay calm and you take your time, that's when you tend to see things that you've never seen before. I'm not sure if you're someone that goes to art shows or like art galleries or something like that, or if you're like somebody who watches a lot of not TV shows, but movies or something. Because it's like something about like, or I'm hearing projector or something like that. So maybe there was something or someone around you that was projecting their chaotic energy on you, and it was putting you in a space where you weren't able to stay calm and you were missing things. But it's like, you ever think about when you're watching a movie and you're seeing something, and then you're like, you pause it and then you rewind it a little. And then like back in the day when they had the tapes, you rewind it. And then that's when you could see, you rewind it, you go forward. Sometimes even if you're someone that does film and you're editing footage, to get that perfect cut. You know, it's all about pace. It's all about patience, calmness. You know, I hope I'm not losing you, but yeah. But I would read that book, Peaks and Valleys. I feel like that's significant in this reading. So if this is resonating, I would check it out. At least get the audio book, I'm hearing Spirit say. So we got the Justice card here. I do feel like with you staying calm is bringing some form of justice to maybe something that, some type of situation that seemed like it was ongoing. It didn't, you know, want to close out, or it wasn't complete. So now there's going to be completion. It could be pertaining to giving, something that was burdening you to the point where you weren't able to step in or be a part or claim your happiness. Something that was stressing you out. The moon is here. It could have been something that it could have been someone or something that was messing or interfering with your emotional state, like your emotions, which is why Peaks and Valleys is the book you should probably read. Yeah, this came back out, 6 of Pentacles. There's justice to a situation that you could still be working to get out of, that you're being guided to stop giving to. Yeah, Temperance, because it was imbalance. You could have been given to an imbalance, something that was very chaotic and it was making you chaotic. The Hangman here is in reverse. I feel like you didn't know which way to go. And I also feel like maybe you was trying to control everything as well. And I feel like now you're in a state where you're transitioning into staying calm and you know, just letting it flow on its own. The Death card is in reverse. I feel like it's something that maybe you didn't want to end. So maybe you was trying to rush out of another situation because you didn't want something to close out. It could have been something you wasn't giving to in the past because of there being an imbalance, or you giving to something else, because there's the 2 of Pentacles here. So this could be a love reading, because initially I was hearing love at first, but maybe somebody or you or someone put you in a third-party situation and they had 2 people to choose from and they wasn't sure who was who. I think there was a Libra that was juggled. This Libra could have been juggled by a Pisces, or this person has heavy Libra placements. Three of Swords. It's like with the Hangman, it's kind of like giving me the vibes of somebody being caught in a web. And you know how like with bugs, when they accidentally fly into a spider's web, it's like the more they move, the more caught up in the web they get, like their wings and stuff like that. That's when I'm getting the vibes. And I feel like maybe because of some type of juggling situation, let's say, like, it just feels like somebody made the wrong decision. I feel like this keeps coming up because I feel like I just talked about this. Maybe this is seeing it from a different perspective because somebody's doing the inner work and actually healing. But it just is coming off as if somebody may have made the wrong decision, and when they realized they made the wrong decision, they was in like a state of controlling things, like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta get out of here. But it's just like, really, Spirit was like, the only way that you could get out of this situation is if you healed. And I feel like before, like, maybe you or this person didn't want to accept that, or you wasn't really thinking about it. You was thinking about exterior things, like physical things. You could have been experiencing issues. You or this person could have been experiencing issues with your finances, because clarifying the Three of Swords is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe you wasn't getting blessings or receiving anything from divine, and it was affecting your stability. I feel like that's something that's going on in the collective, where people are realizing that they're not their financial situation isn't necessarily because they because of bills or something like that. Your financial situation is messing up because you're not listening. You're not doing what divine is telling you to do. You're trying to control things. So with you trying to control things, then it's kind of like you're wanting to release yourself from financial debt or from a relationship or from whatever job or whatever. But it's like, instead of you listening and going with the flow of divine, you're trying to take matters in your own hands, and it's causing even more chaos and making you even more stuck. And some people, they love that. They want you to make yourself even more stuck, because that means now you're going to be with them longer. And I feel like maybe somebody had a revelation this past 2 years about this, or have an epiphany about the past 2 years or the past 6 years here, because there's pentacles. Maybe the past 4 years somebody's been having a revelation about that. Yeah, the Magician is here. It could also be pertaining to like manifestations. Like there was something you needed to heal about yourself to bring in a manifestation. And I feel like because you wasn't healing that aspect of yourself, you didn't know where to go or what direction to go in. And it could have kept you at a job longer or something. Sagittarius energy is about optimism, exploration, and freedom. So I do feel like there is something that you wanted to free yourself from. It could have been a relationship. It could take what resonates, because it's a lot of different energy I'm picking up. Somebody goes to law school. Somebody lives by the beach. Somebody has a red comforter. Someone does yoga. Someone watches cartoons. Like a lot of cartoons. Like you like cartoons. Your favorite time of the year could be Halloween because you like dressing up. You could have been a witch in a few years back where it was like, I don't want to say a witch, but I'm hearing something about Wizard of Oz or something like that. Now, I know Wicked just came out last year. Heck, this could be future energy. This could be referring to the Wicked 2 movie that's about to come out. But I feel like it's heavy on the justice energy, because what I just heard Spirit say is the way Ephemerida, the Green Witch, was treated. It's like the first movie, The Wizard of Oz, it was like the Green Witch was evil and she was doing all this stuff. And then when you go and look at Wicked, you realize that she wasn't the one that was evil. It was actually the wizard. He was being manipulative and controlling people and trying to, if you haven't seen the movie, go see it. I don't want to speak too much into it, but I do feel like maybe you had to sit in this Hangman energy because your perspective on something had to change, because maybe you villainized someone or something and they weren't the villain. It was what you chose. Like you may have deemed someone or something the worst job ever, the worst person ever, and I actually and chose whatever other option you had. And with the Two of Pentacles, because there's two choices here, and you're realizing now, because you had to go through all this extensive healing, that what you chose was actually what was demonic, what was low vibrational, what was the one that was actually hurting you. And I feel like with you not knowing which way to go, you had to sit still, because it's almost like Spirit is the one that hemmed you up. Spirit is the one that binded you, or maybe somebody was trying to bind you or put you in a bind, and Spirit was like, you know what, now we're gonna let you sit there a little bit because there's something you need to see and learn about this situation. And it's like, with you having that moment to pause and heal, you ended up calming down the chaos that was in your mind, where you were able to see things clearly. Because whatever you chose that wasn't for you, it was heavily influencing you. It's almost like somebody was forcing their will on you. Yeah, causing burdens. And it may have brought them pleasure because the sun is here. Or I'm hearing that it's also, it's coming to light now. You're realizing that now that your mind is calming down and you're able to see things from a different perspective, that what the burden actually was, like why things were so heavy. Because this person is walking up a mountain with all these brooms, these broomsticks. This could have been you. And then it's like maybe there was somebody at your job or someone in your family or somebody in a relationship with whispering to you, telling you, yeah, you should do this or whatever. And it's like you see the cat don't got nothing on, like not carrying nothing, not helping anything. You over there struggling, carrying all them wands. What if I was to say that 2 of those wands is yours and the rest of that is that cat's? So whoever you are, I feel like you was carrying somebody else's karma, carrying somebody else's weight, somebody else's bullshit, and it was putting them in a sense of peace, of being happy because, ooh, I don't have to worry about this. I can do what I want to do. I'm free from all that karmic debt that I have to pay back, which this person probably don't even realize, like, even though you may have done certain shit, they still got to carry them wands, and it's actually going to be heavier because of what they're manipulating you doing for them. It could have been like a baby mama. I'm also hearing a sibling too. Like maybe they're having you take on their fair load of household duties. It could be a roommate. It could be a boyfriend. Gemini energy is significant as well as Sagittarius, heavy on the Sagittarius energy. Yeah. And I feel like maybe there's a lot of arguments and conflict because you're realizing that you was being strategic and working through things and, you know, but there were things that you wasn't seeing. And to be honest with you, with this Ace of Swords in reverse, somebody could have been lying to you and causing all type of chaos and conflict. And you're seeing that now. There's heavy change out here. You could be seeing 55. 55. It seems like this reading is about self-love. Self-love and self-value. And I feel like now you're seeing what caused the imbalance to your manifestations. It's illuminated to you. You see it now. If you didn't see it before, you see it now. You're seeing what was the delay. And to be honest with you seeing this and coming to this revelation is bringing karma to somebody else. This could have been like a partnership, some type of work situation. It could be like a karmic masculine, or you could be the masculine that's going through this and you're being cold towards this person or emotionally unavailable to this person. Ace of Wands, you could have stopped having sex with this person. Ace of Wands is in reverse. Like maybe you're not attracted to this person anymore because you're seeing who they really are. That's one thing. One of the main causes of people not fulfilling their destiny is a relationship and family, to be honest with you. Because you could be listening to like a mother or a father and they telling you and guiding you, but it's like, how could they guide you to where you need to go and look at their life? Sometimes you got to look at people's surroundings and look around that corner and be like, you know what? I don't know if I should be taking advice from you. You know, and it seems to be the main people that's coming off real strong and aggressive, trying to convince you of things. They're the main people that's really the ones that you got to take a step back and really evaluate, because I promise you, no one in their piece is wrapped up and what other people got going on. If you come to them and say, hey, I want some help, they're going to give you some solid advice, but it's not going to be to an extent to where it's going to disturb their peace or yours, because who has that kind of time, you know? Yeah, Ace of Cups. I feel like now you're on the path of getting back to yourself because you're being released from this situation. The Hermit in reverse. Clarify the Hermit in reverse. You could be meditating, but I feel like maybe when you're trying to get yourself isolated to where you're by yourself so you can go after this partnership or this soulmate commitment. Or get what you're initially manifesting. It could be a soulmate commitment. It could be something someone's giving to you, like some type of business relationship. Clarify Two of Cups. Let's see what this is. It's something that is gonna bring healing to you and hope. Hope and healing. Even more healing, because I feel like whatever situation you're getting out of, it's been traumatic. And I feel like whatever this Two of Cups is to you is going to be a sense of peace for you. For some of you, is you going back within yourself. Because I feel like you lost a piece of yourself in the midst of this cycle with whoever this person is. And now you coming back to you. You're stepping back into your divinity because somebody took you way off course. And that's why your life became chaotic. And the more your life was chaotic, the more at peace this person was. Misery loves company. So I think that's about it. I'm going to get some advice cards. But I feel like for the most part, this reading is just talking about some form of revelation that you had about somebody, about something. It's pretty much talking about you see what was causing the strain in your life. Let's see. I'm hearing Spirit bring up peaks and valleys again. So I think you should definitely read that book so you can learn how to maintain peace in a chaotic situation so you can release yourself. You know, like I'm thinking about like that Chinese game, and you know, like it has your fingers here, and the more you tug and pull, it seems the tighter you get. And it's like something you need to do where there's like least resistance for you to release your finger. Yeah, so the entrance stone, new beginning, step forward, expansion. So you staying calm in this chaotic situation and healing is what's going to open up this doorway for you to have this new beginning. Yeah, the cycle breaker. You'll get through this cycle ending. So there is a cycle ending for sure. For some of you, it's already ended. Because look, this is interesting too. You was in the Hangman in reverse where you wasn't surrendering, and look at the key. And you see the hands are cuffed. Look at the key in her hand. So this is also telling you that you have the key to your destiny. You just have to, you know, listen to Spirit, and Spirit's going to guide you to releasing yourself. Because this situation that you're in, you're capable of getting out of it, but you just have to remain calm so you can see that you can get out of it. So they can show you what you need to see. Let me get one more. Oh, okay, two more. Creativity, expansion, trust your vision. So allowing that creative flow. If you are resisting change and trying to do things your way, you're creating stagnancy for the flow that or where Spirit is leading you. And leadership, courage, forge, don't follow. pave your own way. Don't listen to what everybody else is telling you to do. Because 9 times out of 10, or whoever you listening to, whoever's around you, because 9 times out of 10, that person is trying to guide you in a ditch so you can stay stagnant. Yeah, it could be a relationship too, because there's volcano, the volcano. Relationship expression, don't stagnate. Something is about to erupt. And it's in some type of relationship. And I feel like after it erupts, it's going to set you down your divine life path. So I hope this helps. And you guys have a great rest of your day.